Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg, and today we're going to be playing The Operator. Yes, I'm playing something other than Dominion 6, finally. So I saw an article about this game. This game came out in July of last year, 2024. I might have seen something about it, but there is a handful of games that are kind of similar to this, I think. So it just kind of passed me by, but it looked really interesting. It looked exactly like something that I would like to play, and I saw a review compare it to Her Story, which is a game I really enjoyed. So feeling optimistic about this one. This is uh, a sort of FMV kind of game, I guess. I don't know if they're what the genre is for this exactly, like an investigation kind of game. But it says, "Welcome to the FDI as our newest operator. Your role is to use your detective skills to assist our field agents and investigate mysterious crimes. Use cutting-edge FDI software to dig for clues, solve puzzles, and uncover the truth." So it's going to be looking at video files and various pieces of evidence, documents, things like that. It's all going to be done on a computer screen, and we're going to piece together and solve crimes. Very exciting. I always like to fantasize that in another universe, another lifetime, I ended up as a homicide detective. I prefer this. I prefer the current timeline, but in a different timeline, maybe. So let's get into it. BioM facility, somewhere in the US. 1992.
You will answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand? Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you married? Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you... Good. He's ready.
I didn't think this game was like supernatural at all, but the mention of extraterrestrial life, maybe it is. I don't know. It's not a super long game. I think someone said about 3 to 4 hours. So we'll see. Okay. This is where this is where you just type random keys. Evan Tanner. Welcome to the FDI. Yes. Welcome to the FDI. You are assigned to the operator program. Please read the following document before proceeding. Your program supervisor will contact you with further instructions. This is a secure and monitored federal government terminal. Blah, 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 blah. What is the operator program? The operator program has been specifically designed to provide technical support to field agents while also ensuring a high level of confidentiality. How does it work? Agents call the hotline. Call is dispatched to secretaries who verify the agent's identity, clearance level, and request. The request is forwarded to the supervisor. The supervisor dispatches the call to an available operator. A direct line is established between the agent to the operator. Once the operator fulfills the agent's technical request, the line is closed. For additional information, please contact your supervisor. The operator program is extremely confidential. Mike Trench. Put him on hold.
Hey, pal. How you holding up? Get all that booze out of you?
I guess that's why my head hurts.
What? You seriously don't remember? You wanted to celebrate your new job, and I quote, ahem, properly. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great. But I gotta tell you something. When we're on the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else. You understand, right?
This is usually what I refer to as like my level of voice acting, where it's like I could envision myself being hired for this kind of role. Of course, Mike. I mean, Director Trench.
Good. Well, I'd better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it? Good luck with your first day. All right?
Don't worry about me, Director Trench. Okay. Oh, Skinner.
Good morning, Mr. Tanner. Welcome to the FDI. I assume you're up to speed on your mission here at the operator program?
I read the welcome document, sir.
You know the basics. Good. So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help can come in the form of fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as a supervisor is to link the agents with an appropriately matched operator.
And make like 5 times what I make. Yeah, sure. Sure, pal. I think I'm ready, sir.
Fine, but first you need to learn how to respond to an agent's request. Let's do a dry run, shall we? I want you to find my age. This objective just popped up at the top left of your screen, beside the applications menu. See it? Whenever you're stuck, or if you need help, simply click on the question mark next to the objective. Go on and click on the question mark, Tanner. Yes, just like that. You can always click on the question mark if you get stuck, though I'm hoping this won't happen often. I'm giving you access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it here.
Oh,
You can
real
find this
catchy.
and other tools to help you solve agent requests in the applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator Tanner. Solve my request. Find my age. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen.
Oh, okay. There's our documents, applications, Human DB, Xavier Skinner. Boom. 48 years young. Married, last known address, blah, blah, blah. All his fingerprints. Okay, 48. Done.
Right. Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll contact you later with your first real request.
You'd assume that it would... Oh, yeah, it does list. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. All right, yeah. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. Get that boot licking in real quick. "9:18 a.m. Way too damn early."
Tanner, looks like your first request is somewhat of a baptism by fire. I have an agent working a homicide. It's her first case, too. Not ideal, but consider this a learning experience. I'll be monitoring you in the background.
Looking forward to the challenge, sir.
I'm patching the agent through now.
It's Operator Tanner, right?
That's right, Agent Pendle.
I don't think our paths ever crossed at the academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. Ironic, no? My Vic, dead on arrival. Is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at close range around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from the bar. And, some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter?
Not a problem.
Thanks, operator. Okay. I'm sending over the files. Good luck.
Okay. Boom. Okay, so wait a minute.
Edge video analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis. Go on, give it a whirl.
You're telling me this guy's sitting at a bar, seemingly empty. He's right near the front door, which is wide open. In DC, a car pulls up. A guy runs out into the room right behind him. He doesn't turn around at all. He just sits there. This dude's coked out of his mind. What the fuck? No way. All right.
Just like with the video, you can click on a photo for further analysis.
Enhance.
The footage quality is insufficient for a proper ID, operator.
Enhance.
Find another way to ID the killer.
Well, if that's low quality, there's no way we're getting no way we're getting the license plate. This is the lowest What? Yeah, right. Okay, well, it was not reported stolen. Okay, you don't do a fucking, like, drive-by hit in your own car. That's insane. Also, he's not even wearing a mask, though, so who's to say? There's no evidence that that's a killer's name, but I'll imagine that this is what they want. It's a lead, I think you can say. Car belongs to Ray Wells.
Now we know the perp's name.
You really don't. That's assumptive.
Because I'll take it if you do.
Oh wait, that's the distributor. Whoops.
Yeah, I don't think that's right, operator.
Shut up! I'm doing my job.
Car dealership. I don't think Wells lives on the lot. What I'm looking for is Wells' home address.
Shut
Can you track that
up, please. Okay, yeah. So that's him. He drove his own car, and he didn't wear a mask. So this should be a pretty simple case for you, Pendle. There you go.
Yeah, that'll do. Nice work. Next up is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
He has a fucking alias. Small fingers. Well, it's certainly a big step up for him. Arrested twice for possession of drugs with intent to sell. I'm sure it's not a open and shut case. Well, I mean, of course it's open and shut. We're the police, goddammit. It's always open and shut.
Not bad, Tanner. Not great, but not bad either. I'll contact you later with your next request.
What do you mean, not bad?
No need to worry, operator. You'll improve with time.
It's because I picked the fucking dealership. Damn it. Please consult the latest FBI Most Wanted list. Fred Smorkinski. Wanted for mailing and hand-delivering several explosive devices to federal buildings and universities.
Tanner, I need you to follow up on an investigation started by a previous operator. I'll let the agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Who was the operator?
That's none of your concern, Tanner.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to be bootlicking. Barry Walker, attorney at law.
Please,
Tell me you got something.
Well, hello to you too.
God damn it! Who are you?
Operator Tanner.
Great. Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know? Interests, hobbies, full-blooded passions.
Yeah.
I don't have time for this.
Can you tell me about the case, Agent?
I got a missing persons case out here in Dryfield, Nevada. Connie Moore's her name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Dryfield, Nevada?
Middle of nowhere. Hot as hell, sandy. Calling it a small town would be an insult to small towns.
People actually think aliens were involved.
Look, I think it's bonkers, too. Another weird thing is, over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same.
I thought she was missing.
She was. Popped back up yesterday. Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I'd like to look at the photos. But to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator. Lucky me, right?
What is the crime here exactly? Is she reporting an abduction? And if she's reporting an abduction, is there a human involved? Like, what am I looking for?
There's something off about all this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men. Just look for something that doesn't add up, okay?
I'm on it.
Here are the files.
Okay, testimony. Following her reappearance on March 5th, 1992, we recorded her eyewitness testimony concerning her supposed alien abduction. Can you tell us more about the day you disappeared? I was hiking in the desert out by Dryfield. Sometimes I do that to clear my head or to take photos. Photography is sort of a hobby of mine. It's a little blurry. I wanted to hike around Mount Maury. I remember that. It's really beautiful at this time of year. I remember taking 2 photographs. Then I heard this loud noise coming from the sky. I looked up and barely had time to take another photograph. It was just moving so fast. Their ship, the UFO. And then I think it landed to the east, so I decided to head over and see if I could see anything else. Maybe get a photo of them. It must have taken me an hour and 45 minutes to go where it landed. Not really sure, to be honest. That's where my mind goes blank. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in some kind of room and I can't move. Is there someone with you in this room? I don't like to think about it, but yes, they were there, all around me, the aliens. The room was so bright, like I was looking into the sun. I only saw their silhouettes. They were human, except they weren't. Something was off. They were too tall and thin. It was disturbing, actually. I couldn't see their faces. I'm glad about that. What do you remember about the room? It was white. I mean, entirely white. Antiseptic. It smelled sort of like a hospital. There were no doors, no windows, nothing. Just whiteness. What do you think they wanted with you? I think they wanted to learn about me, to study me. I was so scared I couldn't think straight. They kept asking me questions over and over again. What kind of questions? About my life, my family, my beliefs, everything. I guess that's what they do, study humans. What else do you remember? They had these strange voices, sort of mechanical, and there was a machine they were using on me. It was clamped to my head. I don't know what it was, but it hurt. Next thing I remember, I'm waking up in the desert outside Dryfield. My head was throbbing, maybe because of the drugs or mind probes, I don't know. I just wandered around out there. Luckily, somebody found me or I might have died from dehydration. Then I guess they called the cops, and the cops called you. End of story. Okay, so I'm sure the crime or the missing person report was submitted after she went missing. And then he was on the case when she showed back up and obviously interviewed her. So, I mean, obviously from like the FDI's perspective or, from law enforcement perspective, they're trying to see who is the criminal involved here, or if there was one. I mean, she could have just been hopped up on peyote or something. Who knows? But and she has no criminal history of any kind. She's a nurse. Hard to say. Cell phone triangulation report. Phone tower pings and timestamps from the day of Connie's disappearance on February 5th and from the day that she reappeared on March 5th, 1 month exactly. There were no pings between the time of her disappearance to her reappearance. So the last ping... last ping was here. Quite a ways off from Mount Mori. Quite a ways away from town. I mean, it matches her story that she had to walk for like an hour and 45 minutes to go where the UFO was. But then she reappeared nowhere near that, on the other side of town. Okay. Well, it matches up, and it's certainly unusual. As for her camera feed, that's a picture of, I assume, Mount Mori. Or maybe that's Mount Mori. And there's a UFO, which she spotted at 10:13 a.m., which would have been right around here before she went to go after it. Okay. Find an inconsistency. Well, I mean, there's that, but that's not what he's asking for.
That's the photo I think is problematic. I don't believe in intelligent life outside our planet. I don't believe in intelligent life on our planet. But we gotta be more specific. We need proof that something's off about the photo.
Oh, wait a minute. This was taken on the 21st.
Jackpot. Connie said she took that photo the day she disappeared. Clearly, she didn't. Maybe the aliens did funny things to her brain. Maybe her brain was funny to begin with. Do me a favor. Locate the position on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph.
Easy peasy.
All right. Now check this spot out.
Alright. I mean, what the... I feel like you have the fucking easiest job in the world. You don't have to do a single thought at all. It's just like, okay, here's evidence. Yeah, this is like fucking cops using ChatGPT to solve their crime. You know, the crimes. It's like, I don't know. I can't think about this. Here, tell me who did it. Also, our computer just crashed. And there's now a green skull. An ASCII skull. Acts by Hal. One of the most wanted guys. Hello, Evan. Who the heck are you? My name is Hal. That was supposed to be pretty obvious by now. Didn't you see my cool graphics? What do you want? It's simple. I want the truth. What are you talking about? Let me show you something. Do you remember the list found on Henry Jenkins? Who is Henry Jenkins? The victim you didn't even analyze in the footage from the bar, Evan. Anyway, he had a list on him. What list? Agent Pendle found it at the scene. There were a bunch of names on it. None of this rings a bell? Really? Well, guess what? The abducted woman. Pretty big coincidence, don't you think? I'm also going to assume that you didn't notice that of the 136 people on it, 122 have been reported missing. Did you kidnap them, Hal? Don't be ridiculous. I wouldn't hurt a fly. Maybe an annoying fly. One last thing, and this is the most important part. There's a name near the bottom that's been redacted. That name is the key to understanding everything. I have to go now, Evan, but I'll be in touch soon. Promise. We'll catch you, Hal. Shit.
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut. And when I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, he's a criminal. Hal hacked my terminal.
Hal? I thought we had taken care of that problem. I will look into this matter immediately with our cybersecurity department. The second shift of operators has arrived. You can go home now, Tanner. See you tomorrow. And don't be late.
Hope we apprehend Hal, sir. First day. Good, good, good. Solving crimes and getting paid. This seems unnecessary. At least we're a cat person, not one of those horrible dog people. Oh, but we're smoking it up. Evan's apartment. 6 a.m. Oh, God. Popping some pills. I mean, I don't know what that really all informed us about. We own an apartment, we own a cat, we smoke, we take pills. Okay. Log in. Whoops. I'm on you. I got you. I got it.
pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for?
Actually, I think it went pretty well.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Ah, sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And, just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
Of course, Director Trench.
Operator Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case. I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity. Oh, I almost forgot. Our cybersecurity department is looking into this unfortunate matter with Hal. You can be assured that it won't happen again.
Good. We'll catch Hal, won't we, sir?
Of course we will, Operator. This is the FDI.
Damn right.
Good morning, Operator Tanner. So you remember Ray Wells, right?
Of course I remember.
So I checked out the address you gave me, but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call from Vice, and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning.
Case
Shot
closed.
Point blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FDI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of Wells. That's the good news. The bad news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
Has it been tampered with?
I don't know. Looks that way, doesn't it? I don't put much stock into conspiracies, but the timing is definitely suspicious. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar, sorry for the vivid details.
Okay. Well, maybe there's just like a minute at like midnight where the camera switches tapes or something and it's always missing. Like every day, just like 1 minute. And, you know, it's a routine thing. Everyone knows there's just 1 minute. Okay. Alright, well, let's see here. There's definitely something... Heart from the blood spatter on the pillar. There's something maybe weird about the front of that middle car. I wish I could just like screen cap, right, and just like look. I mean, if I was really reaching, I guess that's what I'd lean towards, right? I don't see anything else notably different here. I wish I could analyze it further. No, they don't want me to click that. No, stop. Don't. Has nothing to do with anything. Okay, so definitely not that. Oh, there is a light that's different. Okay, hold on. Lights off in the second part.
Look at that. Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out. Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm sending you a photo.
Okay.
Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
Sure, that's a routine thing. Bullet 45 ACP.
.45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway.
Yeah, exclusively. No one else ever uses 45 caliber. This 100% means that it's military and police.
Keep digging.
Cannot be
See if you can
anything
find
else.
anything else about our perp.
Find more info on the killer. Okay. Uh-oh, Hal. Not you. Should I call my supervisor? They won't let me just call him randomly? I'm not interested, Hal. Actually, I should play along to help catch him. We share a common goal. You, me, and the FDI. You just don't know it yet. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll help you with the Wells case. But you have to help me later when I ask for it. Do we have ourselves a deal? Why would I help a criminal? Because, as I already said, we share a goal. You can't just say that, and that doesn't mean anything. Because without my help, you and Agent Penn will never solve this case. Wells' killer will still be on the loose. And, sadly, you'll never climb the ranks of the FDI. Can't do anything illegal. You won't be. I mean, apart from working with me. The world's most wanted hacker. How could you help me? I have access to the surveillance footage from the garage. I mean, all of the footage. How did you get it? I don't have time to go into the technical details. No offense, but you probably wouldn't understand anyway. Will you do the deal, or won't you? I need your answer, and I need it now. Well, it's unfortunate that we don't really have an option here. Pendle could use my help, so... Like, this is a fireable offense. Actually, it's like an arrestable offense, really. Yeah, she could, and you could be her knight in shining armor, Evan. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this big, juicy, missing part back in so you can watch it and solve this crime. I'll help you if you help me. What if someone asks about this? If somebody asks how you got the missing footage, just say the analysis software restored it. That's not... It's supposed to be cutting edge anyway, right? So do we have ourselves a D... That's not gonna hold up in court at all! I won't do it, Hal. Say we have a deal, Hal. Boy, oh boy, like I'm a fucking robot. Fine, whatever. I need you to say it, Evan. Say we have a deal, Hal. Jesus. Fine. We have a deal, Hal. Just, so, it's either that or I uninstall the game, I guess. Now give me a few seconds to run my scripts. This isn't good. Alright. The missing footage has been magically restored. I hope you have your popcorn ready. I'll be back a little later to collect my debt. Until then, none of this is going to be admissible. Like, he could have... It's a known hacker. He could have easily manipulated the footage and inserted fucking the president if he wanted. Okay, so... So dramatic. He looks like a fucking crash test dummy. What the hell? I have an image of Wells' killer.
Wait,
I'm in fucking deep. Fuck. Hal found the footage for me.
How? The hacker? You're a funny guy, Tanner. Anyway, thanks.
All right, but it's in the record. I wasn't lying. I fully admitted to it. Get an ID, huh?
I see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later. But go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
There are no matches in the database.
I see. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
Just doing my job, Agent. Now, surely my supervisor sees that I mentioned that Hal found the footage for me. I assume Hal blocked out that text message, you know, conversation we had. But, I don't, you know, I'm sure he didn't block. Anyways. It's in the record. I came clean about it. Now, about that debt, Evan. Let's just get this over with. Good. Now, I'm going to connect you to another FDI agent. Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Call 187-222-1998 no secure. Okay. Sure.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
What's this all about?
Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FDI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
Timing sounds a little strange.
Well, it gets worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
How do you know it's not an accident?
Go ahead and search them in the human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
I don't have the clearance level.
Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
I mean, I don't know if I get paid enough for this. How can we access their case files?
You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
How can I access the Cole files? Funny. I was just working on this very thing. So it looks like I can't give you direct access to the files. But I found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that'll get you in. Just type this. Okay. Uh-huh. What's the difference between these two? Oh.
Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
Investigation report written by Agent Andrews, modified on blank by blank. Also in February of 1992. But it is 1992, so it's not ridiculous. Death caused by accidental fire stemming from malfunctioning wiring in victim's oven. Notes redacted. Fire started on February 25th around 2 a.m. and was successfully contained by 3:12 a.m. Owing to the duration of the fire, minimal evidence remained at the scene. The single victim identified as Mia Cole through dental records, tenant information, and a wedding ring was discovered. The autopsy revealed no anomalies, attributing the cause of her death to the fire. No other signs of physical trauma were found. No indications of a forced entry or a struggle were evident in the home, aligning with the findings of the victim's autopsy report. The fire response team's report, referred to report blank, concluded that the fire originated from faulty wiring in the oven, a conclusion supported by our investigation. A ring, inscription Sasha and Mia is engraved on the inside. Wedding picture, specifically with him burned out. I don't think that's really evidence. Right? Ash sample. Chemical analyzer. You have opened a chemical sample. We have automatically given you access to the CSLCA data report application. You can find it with the other applications. Okay, right. The LCA user manual. ChemScan LCA. Manual is designed to provide you with the information you need to safely and effectively use the instrument to perform chemical analysis. Please read this manual carefully before using the ChemScan LCA. Open the sample in the dedicated software, or input the appropriate settings for your sample using formulas found thereafter. Start the analysis process. Then open the data report application, input the results, initiate the calculation. Okay. Math, huh? Alright, anyways. Right, yeah, okay. So we have an ash sample. It's a non-organic solid, 4.2 grams with gray coloring. So that means our ion size for a solid sample, typically around 6. Alright, we'll go with 6. The delta 5, or delta V, I'm not sure if that's meant to be a Roman numeral or not. I assume so. Organic sample. Non-organic sample. Sample weight in gram times 100. So 420. Threshold for solid sample should be set to half the delta 5. So, 210. Sample matrix size. Default is 5. If you're using an older version of the ChemScan LCA, you must set it to 4. Well, we're not, so set it to 5. Start. Does take a while, doesn't it? Results. Okay, how to read the results. Open the data report software and input the CCVT, pH, and frequencies in order to calculate the exact composition of the sample. Response frequencies must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. There must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold represented by the red area. Use the mouse pointer to calculate the frequency. Okay. The CCVT is 901. What? Must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. Okay, is it just me or is that fucking gibberish that you've just said to me? Response frequencies must be entered from highest to lowest intensity spike. Okay. Oh, these. Oh, right. Okay. No. All right. I got you. Okay. I can't actually see these bottom buttons. Right. Okay. So no, the CCVT is 901. The pH is 6.5, and then these are the frequencies. Okay. So from highest to lowest, we have 9.28. Then we have 2.45. Then we have 1.64. Apparently. I'm not sure. That seems to be incorrect, but we'll put 1.62 to be safe. And 10.63. Wait, that can't be right. Well, wait, is it highest spike? These are all wildly different numbers. The highest spike? From the highest to lowest spike. I don't know. Put it in. Ah. Cellulose, wood, gasoline, other non-identifiable residues. Well, that seems like evidence. There were traces of gasoline in the fire.
I knew it. Faulty wiring my... You know what. This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
What are you going to do now?
Maybe I'll end up at a desk in a dark basement somewhere, but I'm going to keep digging into this. It matters to me.
Why is it so important?
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. Feel nothing. But with Mia, I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really. She was just a decent person. Wanted to find her music husband. I found something else out too. Thought she disappeared. She was 3 months pregnant. Always the thought of her raising that child on her own. After everything that happened. Thought it was and one day, she and the baby were suddenly gone. Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh. Anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Good luck, Agent Andrews. So, you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way the FDI has handled the Cole case, it's strange, don't you think? I want to do my job, Hal, that's it. But solving cases is doing your job. So is making sure victims get the justice they deserve. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FDI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going to the trouble of working with a low-level FDI employee? Sorry. If I didn't have a good reason. I have literally no idea. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward. But it's too late. You're in too deep. Director Trench is calling me. Be careful. What if I put him on hold? Oh, okay. Good. So I wanted to stop here. It's good. Yeah, so far, it's all really cool. And we definitely got thrown right into, like, supernatural stuff, although that's maybe not... I feel like that might be a red herring. And it's all one big government cover-up of just, like, their own... You know, their own crimes that we're delving into. I don't know why they would leap to supernatural shit, but I don't know. But it's cool so far. But for now, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been The Operator. And I'll see you fine folks next time.